Hello. I had a nice 0 yesterday at Shaw's Hostel. The day before was almost a 0, but yesterday was a true 0. I had their breakfast for 3 mornings. The morning I hiked in, my 0 morning, and this morning, and it was absolutely fabulous. They fried the eggs over medium, had homemade hash brown potatoes, bacon, and blueberry pancakes, and coffee and orange juice. It was delicious. Yesterday, on my 0 day, I spent almost all of the day answering comments, believe it or not. I love the comments, love reading them, love responding to them. It just takes time. I'd kept most of my videos from the 100-mile wilderness short due to battery and trying to save it and not, use all of it before I got back into Monson or civilization. So on my Nero, I got all of those uploaded and ate. And really, I just relaxed on both my Nero and 0. And then my 0, a good chunk of the day was answering comments and just resting, which was nice. So, I was on the first shuttle. Let It Be is coming sometime later. He said when I got to the first shelter, we would decide whether we wanted to go on or not. And I know I'm probably going to be there before he gets there. So I guess it's going to be up to me, because if I go on, I will have to move it. I can either do 9 today or 17.9, and the shuttle didn't leave until about 8:30. We didn't get out of the van and everything until about 8:45. So more than likely, I'll be stopping at the shelter at 9 miles. And it's supposed to rain in the wee hours of the morning. So I'll probably stay in the shelter. Not my fave, but I'm really hating having to pack up a wet tent. It's not so much packing up the wet tent that bothers me as much as it is setting up the wet tent, because it may or may not dry. And then we've got a chance of rain tomorrow, and then it should be sunny after that. So I've got 3 1/3 days of food to get me to my next town, which I believe is Caratunk, at the Sterling Inn. And there is something else thrown into the mix, and that is I might ride the train home. I really don't want to fly. I don't like flying. It makes me nervous. I've done it before, but last time I took the bus home just because I didn't want to fly. The train is going to be about as much or a little bit less than flying. It will probably be about the same amount of time as the bus, or maybe a little bit more. But the perk is that you don't have to get off the train every time they stop. They have food that you can purchase on the train, or you can bring your own food. So, Let It Be, if all goes as planned, said he wanted to see me through to the end. So as far as I know, he is going to hike with me to Gorham, and he is going to Texas after he finishes the trail, and he said he'd be willing to ride the train with me, which would be a great comfort because I've never ridden a train before. But that's still up in the air. We shall see. It looks like we're going to have overcast today, but the temperatures are fairly mild, and it should be a good hiking day. So we shall see what the day holds.